My fifth favourite game of 2017 was Telltale's Guardians of the Galaxy. I've only recently just started playing the Telltale games. I've played Batman and Game of Thrones and now Guardians of the Galaxy, and I find them really enjoyable. There's just something about the choice-based gameplay that I really like. And then you add in the Guardians of the Galaxy universe in this game, and it just made for a really good game. It had an interesting story, and they used humor and music very well. My fourth favorite game of 2017 is Assassin's Creed Origins. This game has really brought new life to the Assassin's Creed series. I think there's about an extra year or so of development, and you can really tell that it really helps the game. And it's got a bit more of an RPG-ish feel with like your weapons have levels, weapons and armor, and plus the leveling system. And then, as is the case with all the Assassin's Creed games, it's got a massive open world, but with this one, I found myself exploring it more than usual, and I was having fun doing it. And I think Egypt was a very good location to explore, and found myself taking lots of photos, which is something I usually don't do in games. So that's a pretty good thing by the developers. I found the story to be quite interesting. Not the perfect story, but it was still good enough that I wasn't getting bored throughout, and I kept wanting to go on with it. So overall, this was a thoroughly enjoyable experience playing Assassin's Creed Origins, so I had that as my fourth favourite game of 2017. My third favourite game of 2017 is Life is Strange Before the Storm. I can't believe it, but I only just discovered Life is Strange when it was a free PlayStation Plus game earlier this year, and it's turned out to be probably one of my favourite games of all time, certainly in the top 5. And then a few months after I played that, they released a pre-sequel called Before the Storm, and it lived up to the expectations of the original, I would say. It was probably a bit short for my liking, but very enjoyable. And in the pre-sequel, they went a bit deeper into the relationship between Rachel and Chloe. Obviously, in the original, it was Chloe and Max. Rachel was not in the original one, and it was just a really good game. Fantastic story, good characters, and it also has choice-based gameplay, which I really like. So, my third favourite game was Life is Strange Before the Storm. My second favourite game of 2017 is The Evil Within 2. I've never really been a huge fan of horror games, but there's just been something about the Evil Within series that just has really drawn me in, and I've found myself really having fun with these games. Started with the first one, and then they released a second one, and it was a really good sequel to the first one. For the Evil Within 2, they opened the world up a bit more. In the first one, it was more like tighter spaces, tight corridors, like in the mental hospital. And I'd say that took a bit of like the horror like creepiness away, but The Evil Within 2 still remains a horror game. As you can see in the background, I'm fighting this weird creature that's made up of dead humans, and it's got a saw, and it's just really weird. It's definitely still a horror game. It's just not what I would, just not quite what I would call creepy, but there is definitely still aspects of creepy, if that makes sense. Anyway, and another thing about this game is I finished it really quickly, which for me to finish a game, like I finished it in just over a day, and generally I get bored of games pretty quickly, but this one I just wanted to keep playing because I was just enjoying it so much, and I think I finished in about 10 hours in just over a day, which I was surprised about, because a 10-hour campaign can sometimes take me maybe a week, maybe not a week, but at least a couple of days, because I'll play like 2 hours and then I'll go do something else and then I'll come back. So for me to finish a 10-hour game in just over a day, that's a big win, I would say. So my number 2 game is The Evil Within, which is a very good sequel. My favorite game of 2017 is Horizon Zero Dawn. Jeez, where do I start with this one? It has a massive, beautiful open world, fun combat, as you can see in the video here. That wasn't hard, it wasn't easy, it was just fun. I never felt, it was never a chore. Like if I saw a robot or machine in the open, if I was just going to a marker and I saw a machine in the world, it was fun to go and attack it. Every encounter felt good, but best of all was the story. What a journey that was. Finding out all about Aloy and the world. I don't want to go into spoilers, just in case anybody hasn't played it before, but the story is brilliant. By far the best part of this game. So, that said, Horizon Zero Dawn is my favourite game of 2017. I hope you've enjoyed my list of top 5 favourite games of 2017. Thanks for watching. Obviously, this is just a list of games that I've played in 2017. There's a few games that I've yet to play that would probably be on this list, but because I haven't played them, I wouldn't know, such as Wolfenstein 2. I haven't played Super Mario Odyssey because I don't have a Switch, and as I was making this video, I'd only just started South Park: The Fractured Butthole. So this is just the top 5 games that I have played.